Looking back now, Rick has been pretty vocal about this. He admits that he re-signed without knowing that he had leverage, and that Turner has said they wouldn't have bought the promotion without Ric Flair being under contract. So in theory, Rick could have made much more money than he actually did because Crockett needed him in order to secure that deal to Turner. Do you think perhaps you could have leveraged that same relationship and the Horseman label and gotten a bigger guaranteed contract from Turner that maybe Crockett never gave you had you hung around a little bit?
Well, imagine what would have happened if somebody would have took the initiative on our behalf and said, okay, if you want to buy the company, I need you to take care of Flair, Anderson, and Blanchard first.
Right.
They're the nucleus of your product before we go any further. And why someone didn't have that confidence in us or have that frame of mind where we were concerned after all we had given the company. And I think if you look back at the numbers and the position we were in and all the things that had happened good for Jim Crockett Promotions the past 3 years, I think we were as responsible as anybody that they had working for them. So, why somebody didn't step up and do that, I'll never know. It would have been in their own best interest, and God knows how much prosperity they would have, gotten by just taking a stand where we were concerned.
A generation later, maybe just a decade later, guys in your position who have the tag belts and have the ability to leave, it feels like they could have drawn the line in the sand themselves and said, hey, I need to know what my contract with Turner is going to look like. And if it's not the right number, then you're going to see these belts on WWF TV tomorrow. In hindsight, did that ever cross your mind that maybe we should draw a line in the sand and demand a new contract? Or was it just more of, you know what, we've had enough?
I didn't know, again, I've said this in the past and I really mean it. I didn't know you could say no.
Right.
Conrad, it never occurred to me. And I was told and I was taught from a very early age, you were expected to go out every single night and give the very best performance you could possibly give. And at the end of the night, we're going to tally up the numbers on how many people were there. And that's what you're going to get paid off of. I didn't know you could say no. I didn't know you could. I was always taught that go out and do whatever you have the ability to do, but do it every single night. And I didn't know you could hold the company up. It would have never crossed my mind.
All these years later, with the benefit of hindsight now, if you had to do it over again, any regrets?
I don't think so. Because every place I've been, I've learned something. Every place I've been, I've had a good relationship with, first and foremost, the talent, because whether anybody believes it or not, it doesn't matter who the booker is. It doesn't matter who the office is. It doesn't matter how many bosses you have above you. The one thing you have to have if you're going to be a long-term success in this business is you got to have the respect of the talent. Because if you don't, it doesn't matter what else you do and what your position is with the company and how high up the totem pole you are. If you don't have the respect of the other guys sitting in that locker room, and if you don't have their trust, then you're not going to survive very long in this business, because we're all codependent of each other. Nobody gets over without everybody else that's in the room at the time. So I think I've learned something everywhere I've been. I've matured. I've built some good relationships, and I think anybody that runs into me that doesn't know me, they at least know that whatever comes out of my mouth is going to be my perception, at least, of the truth. And that's who I am today.